Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Checked wife's Snapchat while she was drunk. Found out she asks random man's dick pics. Married to my wife for 12 years, she is 38, I am 40, we have 2 daughters 9 and 6 years old. We have known each other before we got together, we had common friends. I asked her out on a date one day when I found out that she was single and we started dating. She became my girlfriend. Few months later we got married. We got along most of the time, and in the beginning I liked her crazy and wild side, but I thought she drank too much. I didn't see this as much of an issue at first. I was an introvert, so you know how the saying goes, opposite attraction, so I thought. Here's what I knew a year ago. Our marriage was good. No big issues. The only thing we ever argue about is me needing to help more with house chores. She always gets too drunk when we're out socially. She eats insanely healthy and exercises every day. Some say too much. I had issue with her constant girl night out every weekend. Missing my daughter's appointment and practices. About a year ago I noticed that she has been having mood swings, and hours where she goes missing, and I couldn't get in touch with her. When I pressed her on it, she told me she has been talking to a therapist, that she just needed to talk to someone else. Then a few weeks later, she starts crying and tells me she's bulimic and she has been since she was 16 years old. She's never told anyone. I have known her for 12 years, didn't clue in on this. Her healthy eating habit, constantly throwing up after drinking, and excessive exercises should have clued me in on it. I reacted with compassion, understanding, love, and told her we would get through this together. So, there I am thinking to myself, wow, I can't believe this. Part of me was upset about the lying, but once I got past that, I just wanted to help her and thought this is going to be the hardest thing our marriage would ever go through. Boy, was I wrong. Then a few months later, we went out, and as she often does, she got a little too drunk. So, as I've done 100 times before, I helped her get to bed, and as I was doing that, her phone buzzed. As I was taking it to plug it in on her night table, I noticed the buzz was a notification from Snapchat, an app I had no idea she was using and for what possible reason she would be using an app like that. So naturally curiosity got the best of me, and I walked downstairs with her phone and began to snoop. Now this next part is really where I think my understanding and belief in reality was forever altered. I found on her phone that she had been talking to dozens of random guys on Snapchat, sending naked pictures of herself, having conversations bashing me, getting lots of naked pictures from random guys, insane sexting. And I saw it all. Now if you're thinking that's horrible, this is where it gets really bad. Within one of the exchanges on Snapchat with one of these random guys, she referenced being RAPE at a bar in the last few months. So here I am, my world unraveling in front of my eyes, and I have to wait 4 of the longest hours of my life to talk to her about it because she was so blackout drunk. She wouldn't have been able to have a conversation if I had woken her up when I found it. When I eventually woke her up, I had so many questions, being a good husband and a protector of my loved ones, first of my concern about the RAPE and then my questions about her cheating online on Snapchat. She said the RAPE happened during a girls' night out and she was so drunk, and a guy that had hit on her earlier that night, and then at the end of the night, she went outside with him, he kissed her, and then she told him she just wanted to go home, and he drove her to a parking lot and RAPED her, and then dropped her at our house, but the last thing she remembers was getting in the car, and then the next day she went to the doctor and got tested and everything is okay, but she doesn't remember anything about the RAPE, but she said she had bruises on her arms and was sore, so she knew it happened. Then we talked about the cheating online on Snapchat, and she said that was a result of going crazy after the ape. I bought this all hook, line and sinker. I felt like there is more to the story but fell for her crying and didn't want to push her on it. I really thought she was remorseful. I was upset that she couldn't come to me about this. At this point I felt like I didn't really know my wife. I also felt like it was all my fault. Early in the morning, I contemplated divorcing her, but I'm scared to go the divorce route because I live for my kids and I couldn't imagine a world where I wasn't with them every day. I felt trapped. So I decided that we should stay together, and obviously she would stop the Snapchat thing. For the next month, you would have thought we were just married, so happy, so intimate, everything was great. Then, a month after me finding all the Snapchat stuff for the first time, Groundhog Day. She gets drunk, her phone buzzes with a Snapchat notification. I look, and find that she never stopped cheating on Snapchat. This is not going to be the same drill as the last time. I couldn't take this any longer. She passed out drunk. I was done playing nice, felt like I had been betrayed, so I dragged her out of the couch and carried her to the balcony, laid her on the floor of the balcony in a compromising position and took some pictures of her laying there. This was going to be my evidence when I fight for primary custody for my daughter. I expect that she will not play nice if I try to divorce her, so I need to line my ducks in a row. I couldn't continue to put myself and my kids through this. There were multiple times when she forgot to pick up my kids from school or from practice because she passed out drunk. I have endured this torture long enough. I am used to her drinking, and I have care and nurse her through many crises, but this Snapchat thing, the affairs, bashing me to strangers, missing my kid's appointment, the multiple girls' night out and hours of her missing is the last straw. It's about time I came to realize that my sweet wife and mother of my 2 children's true character is a cheat and a raging alcoholic. She woke up the next morning on the balcony and started banging for me to open the door. She woke up the neighbor and my kids. I let her into the house and told her that I will be filing for separation. I had evidence of her affair on Snapchat and she had continued her affair with multiple random guys like nothing happened from the first time I caught her. She started crying saying it wouldn't happen again. I told her yes, that it wouldn't happen again because me and my kids cannot continue to be ignored. I have evidence to prove that she had been sending nude photos to strange guys on social media and have met them on several occasions. The following day I went and spoke to a lawyer. I have collected plenty of proof over the years that she is a raging alcoholic, and it is harmful to my children, the missed appointments, failing to pick them up from school and practice because she is drunk or being hammered by some stranger or whatever, who knows. I am going for sole legal and physical custody of my kids. Her mom lives on the outskirt of town, and I notified her of everything she had done. Her dad and mom separated a while ago because he was an alcoholic as well. I see the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Although she seemed to be a good mom and wife when she is not drunk, I am convinced that it's all an act, because she had carried on this affairs with random men while she wasn't drunk. She sent nude photo to this strange man when she wasn't drunk, so she is fully aware of what she is doing. Apparently her mom called her and chewed her up because she came home and yelled at me about it, because I got her mother involved. We are currently sleeping on separate rooms. She said she was going to enroll in AA and is currently talking to therapist, and that I should have patience with her, that she is dealing with a lot of issues. She said that I know that she is bulimic and I can't abandon her now that she needs me the most. I told her that she definitely needs help, and she should use this opportunity to get help, and she is not a good influence to my daughters. I reminded her how she is following the footstep of her dad while my kids watch it all. I don't want my kids to follow in her footsteps. She deleted her Snapchat right in front of me and all her social media, but I wasn't buying it this time. As much as I tried to accept her back, I have promised myself to never fall for her crying and promises this time. What stops her from having a backup phone and using secret messaging apps? I can't continue to play detective. I can't monitor her and raise my kids as well. I can't be the only adult here. It's exhausting. A week later I followed through with the divorce papers and I served her at home. She refused to sign the divorce papers and told me she will fight me in court all the way. She claimed that I was abusive to her and the kids and said that if I don't give her a third chance, she will never grant me an amicable divorce. I know I can't fall for her manipulative technique this time. I am not going to give up because I am not only fighting for myself and freedom, I am fighting for my kids as well. At every moment during this process, I always thought about taking her back. It's an internal struggle. It's out of my character not to forgive her. I have never said no to her before and she knows it, but I have been getting support from sites like this and advice from strangers. I don't trust my instinct, I don't trust my emotions, and as much as I miss my wife and the good moments, I know that I have to follow through on this. I have to separate myself and my kids from this. We hired a lawyer and her lawyer tried to settle out of court. She wanted to share custody, 50-50 split of assets, almost like the alcohol and cheating didn't happen, but I declined. I have read so many blog posts and threads this past week to understand that her behavior is mental, and she can't easily unwind it. I can't imagine living her alone drunk with my daughters. I don't want to expose them to the random men that she has been hanging around with. I documented evidence of her mental issues including the RAPE, bulimic, alcoholism, affairs, nude pictures, text message, that paints a very bad picture of her. I may have gone a little too far and out of my character to paint her as a bad parent, and I felt bad doing it. It was almost like an out-of-body experience, but I am done playing nice. All my life I have always played by the rules and look at where it got me. I have evidence of missed appointments and sworn statements from teachers and practice coaches. In court she claimed that I was abusive to her and my kids and that all the evidence I have against her were fabricated, but she had no proof. I was hoping that not playing nice will give her the opportunity to seek the help she needed. The judge gave her supervised visitation rights, made me the primary custodian. As a condition of custody arrangement she had to attend AA and provide regular updates on her progress. I was lucky that the judge saw right through her lies, and he understood that my daughters may be endangered of predatory men that prey on single mothers with daughters, especially an alcoholic and insecure one that put herself in a position to be RAPE. I am not victim blaming because I don't believe it happened the way she said it did. Maybe the RAPE didn't happen and she used it as an excuse, but all the same, at the end it worked in my favor because the judge felt like because she was drunk she put herself in that position, and if she will let herself go like that in public, what would happen when she is given unsupervised visit with my daughters? She really shot herself in the foot if her story was untrue and I got everything that I wanted. Her mom also moved closer to us and helped out with babysitting since I don't have any family members in close proximity. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.